the final project. Here we're going to combine everything we did so far and enhance it with real-time communication capabilities. This one takes me back a bit to the good old times of IRC, when everybody had their own server no one ever used except maybe one friend who dropped in to say, "Hi, cool server," and then left again. Well, since this is already so long ago, especially in internet time, it should be retro again, so let's create our own chat application. As always, let's first cover the basic setup and packages we're going to be using. Creating a new project with a whole array of sane defaults and predefined structures is something we can do with the Vue Webpack bundle, which provides us with a web server, a linter to catch sneaky typos and errors, a hot reloading mechanism replacing changed modules on the fly while preserving the application state, and the Vue packages themselves. To initialize the project, call Vue init webpack and then the project's name. You can go with all the defaults. To start the server coming with it, run npm run dev, and if you want to host a project somewhere and want to build it, call npm run build. Alright, on to the rest of the packages. I'm guessing you already know which CSS framework is going to provide the basic styling. Bulma. And of course Font Awesome again, which requires 2 additional packages so we can comfortably use it. The font package itself, Font Awesome Free Solid, and Vue Font Awesome for pre-made Font Awesome Vue components. Since this isn't going to be an anonymous chat, but one requiring registration, we'll have user input which requires validation. This is going to be way easier using a library, and I really like vvalidate. If you want to use something else, I'm not going to stop you. The last addition here is Moment.js, which makes handling any kind of date or time data so much easier than with the standard library. For this project, we will also be using Vuex, the central state management package. In addition to Vuex persisted state, which plugs directly into Vuex and stores the state we need in local storage. So we preserve whatever data we want over multiple sessions. Unlike with the previous projects, the data storage here will still be provided with Firebase, but in this case we'll be using the classic real-time database. The packages needed for this is simply called Firebase, containing the base package and also all of its sub-packages. The detailed explanation of the API can be found within those 2 resources. Alright, let's have a look at the generated project and the included modules. In main.js we import the Bulma framework and Font Awesome, then set up the Font Awesome library and add FA icon as our Vue component. vvalidate is included here, and as you can see I also included delayed Vue initialization for our future authentication process with Firebase. Now I didn't write this part again, I just copied it from the previous project, the webshop, and for any programmer there's only so many times you want to repeat writing the same code. For me that's barely once. Going on to app.vue, has been cleared of all previous contents and styling so we have a clean state to work with. And in store index.js we have a bare bones Vuex store with Vuex and Vuex persisted state imported included as a plugin. For those who jumped directly to this section and haven't seen the previous ones, let's go over the setup of the Firebase again. After you create an account, go to your settings screen and select Add Firebase to your web app, which gives you a config string for your Firebase account. Copy that and let's head back to the project. So what I did here is create a directory called library and within that a file called database.js. This will contain the setup for Firebase. Import the app module and the database module, which you don't need to access directly. Then paste the config from before and then initialize Firebase by calling initialize app with our config object and the database. Then export the app, database and authentication objects for external use.